So what I wanted to talk to you about today is what every senior this time of year is obsessing about, which is college apps. And that's not because I'm obsessive, but because that's been like a really big part of my life, and I just spent a 2-week winter break thinking pretty much just about that and nothing else. So when I came to do a TED Talk, that's like the one thing that I like own right now. And to me, it's like a really interesting experience because no one can really tell you how to do it right, so that's not what I'm going to do. But it's interesting to me because it can totally go two ways. You can be super stressed out all the time. You can be freaking out. You can be trying to only get into, like a college just because of its prestige, or just because your friends want to go there, because you have a boyfriend or girlfriend who's going there. Or you could take it as like a really, really, really incredible opportunity to say, like, this is what's important to me, this is what I value in life, and then find an entire school, like a whole community of people who believe the same thing as you and can help you further that goal. And that to me is like really incredible. I remember talking to Dr. Cleary about this one day, and what she said that was really interesting is one of her sons was picking between two schools, so he went and visited them both back to back. And I guess when he was at one place, one of the students he was staying with just said, like, you know what, our schools are probably almost the exact same, the two that he was looking at. You know, you're going to get a great education, you're going to have supportive teachers, an open-minded, diverse community, all of these different things. The one thing that this student pointed out is he was like, think about how you will be stretched if you go to this school, and how you'll be stretched if you go to the other school. And then think about what direction you want to go with your life and pick based on that. And I was just blown away by that, because if that's what college can be about, you have this amazing opportunity to say, like, this is what I value, and then to like make a really big decision based on that, and then you can kind of pick what direction you want your life to go in. And that can be so scary, but it can be pretty incredible. So that's why, for me at least, the college application process starts with, picking what colleges you want to go to, and that starts with you. You need to think about who you are and what you want out of life, which is really cool but really scary. And that's why I really, really love Kenyon College for sending me all this stuff when I was a junior and a senior. That kind of helped me with it, because there's this one brochure that they send me, and it's like, basically, all they're saying is that they want you to like do the college search the right way and take advantage of it in the best way that you can. So they start with this little personal assessment called Know Thyself, and it asks you to look at yourself personally and say, what aspects of high school have you enjoyed the most? How do you learn best? Do you need structure? Do you like challenge or competition? And then they go on to ask about, and these are like actual questions you can write out on a piece of paper. And then they ask about your environment. Would you rather big city, small city, lots of people, not that many? And then all these different things. And then they say an institutional assessment. So basically, you know these things about yourself, find a college that matches up with that. And the crazy thing is you can find tons and tons and tons that match up with almost exactly what you want, if not more, which is pretty darn cool. And then that is like a really empowering experience, at least I think so, because then it took me a long time to narrow my list of schools down, but now I've got 9 schools that are like all really similar, so I get worked up over the little details sometimes because I've only been thinking about them for such a long time. But at the same time, it's really awesome because all of these schools are exactly what I want out of like life almost, and they can help me get there. And I'm just excited to go to one of them next year. And so like that's like part of the college thing to me. The other part obviously is applying, and that's what really got me. Like, picking colleges was like cool, whatever, yeah, but the actual like writing an essay really freaked me out. And at one point I remember like sitting in the gallery at school during like college boot camp week, and I just could not write my essay because I was so worked up, and I just felt like there was so much pressure, and I actually ended up just like crying there at my laptop. But it's just, I think it's because there's a big possibility. So it's this amazing opportunity to say, hey, colleges, this is who I am. It's only 500 words, but to say, this is what I want you to know about me. And that's really cool because you don't get asked that question very often. So while it's a lot of pressure, if you just somehow find a way to get rid of that pressure and just find something that you're passionate about and tell the colleges, that's what they're looking for, and that's really, really cool. And it gives you as a student a great opportunity to think about what you're passionate for and what you want to do with life. And I also came across the same kind of idea when I had an alumni interview with a rep from one of the colleges. And I mean, it's one of the harder colleges I'm applying to get in for, and I was a little nervous because I was going to be with this 30-year-old guy at Boston Stoker. Like, what am I going to talk to him about? And I was randomly looking up headlines, thinking that he was going to ask me about current events and all these different things. And I was nervous. I fell prey to the typical nervous, college applicant student. And I dressed nicely, so I felt a little silly. Like, it was weird, and that I kind of fell into that trap. But it was really, really cool because this guy ended up being, like, awesome. And from the second he sat down, I could tell that this would be fun because he just was like, hey, he's like, I don't know absolutely nothing about you. I haven't seen your grades, don't know where you go to school. He's like, I don't know anything. He's like, and I'm not here to judge. He's like, I'm going to be your advocate for this college. So tell me something that they don't know. Tell me something that I can, like, advocate for you in your interest and that I want to help you get in. And it was awesome. It was just getting to talk to this guy about what you're passionate about what you care, and then hearing how it matches up with the college you're applying to and hearing about their experience. And I came home from that and I was like, how often do you get to sit down with a complete stranger and talk about the most important things in your life and hear about their experiences? Because that to me is just like a really, really cool thing. And I find if you take the college experience with that kind of attitude, yes, it's scary, yes, it's stressful, yes, you're going to be freaking out when you have to, get an essay revised and it has to be submitted that day or something. But if you can take a second and realize that this is an incredible opportunity to really do some, like, introspective work and think about what you want, and then you're going to make a great decision based on that, and then hopefully come spring, we'll all be really excited about where we get to go, and then we'll get to spend 4 years at that place. So that, to me, obviously, I can say this because I've done some of the wrong stuff. I've been, freaked out and stressed and fallen trapped to my friends are applying here, so maybe I should. But in all reality, it's a really, really cool opportunity, and I would hate for anyone to get to miss it. So, thanks.